everyone, it's your host Ninja here, and in this video, I will be playing Roblox Islands. So this is my third part in the How to Get Rich series, and so this is actually the mid-game guide, which in my opinion is around when your island is worth 100k to around a million, or 1.5 million perhaps. So what I would suggest doing is when you start out the game, always go mob hunting, okay? Try to be able to fight core, because once you fight core, you have the chance to get enchanted diamonds. And once you get enchanted diamonds, then you can get you can sell this for really good stuff. Like each enchanted diamond can go for 250k to 400k. And this is massive to you, because if you get 4 of these, that's your entire island's worth at the end of this, which could put you into endgame, I guess. Thing is that endgame is a really large section, so the next video that I do will be slightly harder to explain. But the mid-game guide I'd say is to always do bosses, because even if it's hard, you have a chance to get for example, Static Scepter, which goes for a lot. I have no idea, I forgot, I don't really check up on that sort of thing. But it goes for a lot, and if you sell that, then that's a lot of money. Same thing goes with enchanted diamonds, rage blade blueprints, all that. Another tip is that if you get a blueprint, do not actually use it for yourself, unless you know that in the end game, you're actually gonna use it. I've heard people who have this thing called a rage blade farm, and all they do is just farm red bronze, and they have a rage blade blueprint, and they drop loads of rage blades. So that's it's a possible way to go, but normally I'd say sell your blueprints, because they go for quite a bit. Another thing is that like I suggested from my beginner's guide, buy as much thing as you can, as much valuables as you can. Title spellbooks go for quite a bit. Quite really cheap. That's what I mean. They're really cheap, so they're 10k, 15k, no idea how, because I don't think duping's a thing. But try to buy those, and get the core, do wizard boss, do all the bosses that you can, because pink stickies can earn you 200k, that sort of thing. And so yeah, that's the fighting portion of this. Not the fighting portion, I'd say, is to go to a carrot farm. Probably would be really good. Get 80 totems, because there's a despawn limit if you're on a private server, okay? The limit turns to 40 if you're on a public, but if you're on a private server, then 80 totems, okay? Get 80 carrot totems. Make an auto farm. I will be making some videos onto that. Or you could just check out my how to make an auto farm video, which explains the basics just like this. But in that video, I would suggest making a whole carrot auto farm with 80 totems, the basics, and always buy the radish, pumpkin, and watermelon seeds, because you're gonna need those, or you could just sell that for more cash. Actually, changes probably 150k to 2.5 mil, or perhaps 3.5 million, because 1.5 million account worth is not that hard at all. Another thing is that you can actually try to get portal shards, but these are really rare, and I suggest only doing this at the beginning, where your time, if you spend it on your island, is not worth very much if you don't have a good auto farm. The whole basics of an auto farm is that it's money while you do nothing. So perhaps you're drinking, I don't know, coffee or something, or taking a walk, or even mining iron in the game. All that still can earn you money with an auto farm. That's the whole point of this. It's not to make you most of actually it probably does, but it's not to make it a huge amount of money. It's about making money when you're not actually doing anything. It's sort of passive income. So I would suggest going with a carrot farm. Another thing is that I would try to throw in upgrade them perhaps with the first upgrade, a 1% crop growth rate, just to make it a bit faster on yourself. That helps. And also buy crate packers. Those are so good. Just put a crate cracker right in front of where you would put your chest, and it would make the amount of money you get way much more. Like, well, not way, but like 10%. That's actually a really big deal, because if you own 1 million, then you're earning 1.1 million off the bat. So that is a really big amount. So try to do that. Another thing is to try to get as much thing. I say start off with a steel farm, just a basic one, like a furnace and like 2 steel mills. I say do a randomizer, because steel mills take forever to do. Like they take like 30 seconds, I think, like 32, I believe, but it takes forever. So I say get one, just because I like the ability to like be able to like have a lot of things and not have to like switch between servers and stuff, because it takes a lot of time to do that. Like the loading time alone and finding what item you're looking for. So say that you need, I don't know, 1 steel rod. If you just had a normal auto farm that does that, you can get them like what, a minute tops, probably. No, I literally just said that would take like, it'd take a bit of time, but it's not too long, which is what I'm saying. And you can get it pretty fast. It's not very hard at all. So that's sort of my point. Like, just try to like get as much, well, that's just my opinion. You should try to get like easy to get things. Like I have a gold farm, a steel farm, all that sort of thing, just because I like to not have to go find someone's island who buys gold, who sells gold. I just don't like doing that. But if all you care about is getting rich, then actually, let me think. It might actually be worth it to buy to get a bolt auto farm, because copper bolts sell for 200. So that might actually be like the next thing. And like if you just keep on getting rich, and then I would suggest switching a part of it out to radish, pumpkin, and watermelon, and a part of it into onion. Once you've got all 80 totems, I'd say most of your money should go into buying limited items, grinding for limited items for your time, and upgrading your things, like to take it from like, what's it called? So the order I'd say is from carrots to onion and tomato, I'd say, because together you can make tomato soup without having to cook it, which is pretty good. And to save that for a hot day, that's what I do. Or and then from there on I go to probably radish and pumpkin. And this will take a really long time, but if you're up for the task, you can try to convert that into a watermelon. So that'll be it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. In a few minutes, this chair is really squeaky. In a few days, I will be posting the how to get rich. Maybe the last one, if I can think of like, if there's an update or something, then I'll be updating this. But the final one for now will be the endgame guide. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and keep on gaming.